add my dog in real quick. Yo, yo.
What's going on with you?
Hey man, we gotta interrupt our normal scheduled program gig, and I gotta give you some Colorado news. We gotta update the people on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been live in 7 days. Colorado, there's a lot of stuff popping over here. Like, do you understand what's going on in Colorado, bro?
No.
I now I gotta unpack a lot of stuff with you. And when y'all come in, y'all hit the like button coming in, help the algorithms out so we can kind of get this out to the people. But look, man, I don't know. Help me. Am I delusional or am I understanding what a lot of people don't understand?
What's this?
All right, Colorado is the most talked about team in the nation. We talking about NFL, we talking about high school, we talking about college.
Mm-hmm.
The most talked about team in the nation. Do you agree with that?
Facts.
All right. During the All-Star game, LeBron got on Deion sneakers that
Mm-hmm.
just dropped.
Mm-hmm.
So they're in the All-Star game, right?
Mm-hmm.
During the Super Bowl, they're doing the walk around during the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. They on the media. Why is Colorado doing the media trail? Shedeur and what other college athlete, Caleb Williams, that's supposed to be the #1 pick, wasn't even walking around the building.
No.
So Colorado was in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado was in the All-Star game.
Mm-hmm.
I remember doing one of the playoffs games. Deion was there, and you know Deion, he got that because he used to do NFL Network.
Mm-hmm.
He always got that seat, you know what I'm saying? So he can always jump in and do a plug, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Colorado is at the fashion show at Louis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, Coach, did you hear about what he's trying to do for the spring game?
No.
No, he's trying to do the spring game. You remember our spring game? All right, most spring games, it's a few people, girlfriends, and your mom and daddy them,
Mm-hmm.
a real diehard football fans in the stands, right? Georgia got it when they signed Justin Fields and they had that big quarterback battle of who gonna start and all that. They had like 3 years of top like 5-star quarterbacks like fighting for the starting position. They
Mm-hmm.
had like some packed houses. I don't know if they were sellouts, but it was packed, you know, like a regular game.
Yeah.
All right. Colorado sold out their game last year, completely sold out last year.
I remember that.
This is when the roster was boo boo. You remember that he had like you. This year he's talking about doing a 4-day extravaganza.
Yeah. I believe that.
No, listen to what I'm about to tell you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Who has done this? Spring football has been like almost non-existent, right? Like you know what's going on, but nobody don't care about no. Like Colorado was the only game that was televised last year because people don't really care about the spring football game like that,
No, not
right?
really. No.
Now you got the XFL and all that going on, so it's gonna be real pro football going on during
Mm-hmm.
these spring games now, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's more competition. Coach Prime has turned his thing not into a few hours. He's turning it into a 4-day event.
Yeah, he got to get it going.
Yeah, we got 17 people in the room. Can we get the likes? Hit the like button for us. Hit the like buttons. But he want to have a talent show.
Mm-hmm.
Not a talent show. A fashion show.
That'll work.
So I don't know if he's showing off his Nike gear. I don't
Most
know if they're gonna have Louis there. I don't know if he's gonna have Michael
most likely.
Strahan
Yeah.
stuff. What's the other Tom Brady?
Mm-hmm.
Shedeur walking around with his stuff on. I don't because they got brands now, right?
All of that's gonna happen. All of
Yeah.
that.
So all that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
He want to have a meeting, a party for all the boosters after the game.
Yeah.
So you know how they have these little get-togethers with the big wigs, people with the real money come together. He want to have one that. So now you trying to get in this club because this is how you get connections and stuff, right?
Exactly.
And you
Exactly.
know how it is to get into this. Now you get $1,000 plate. You know,
No, it's gonna be more than that.
more. See, I'm glad I got you on because you understand. You
It's gonna
understand.
we talking about 15 plus
Yeah. Them kind of plates.
per play. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, and now you start getting the collective. Now
Mm-hmm.
this is how you can start giving a little bit more, either adding something to the team or giving these dudes a little
And that's
incentive money to come to
and
Colorado.
that's top of being $100,000 membership.
Say
You
what?
have to have $100,000 membership to be on site. Then pay 15 plus per plate.
Because guess what happens if Coach Prime mention your business on the Well Off Media videos now.
Money. You
Yeah,
know, it's a done deal. See, this is what we were talking about last during the season. Now you are dean of whatever school, right? You
yeah.
see, I'm doing this. What am I getting for my $100 million, $10 million, 10-year contract?
He finna put pressure on these
He
other
put
schools,
on everybody, not other schools, other coaches.
other coaches.
That's why they was hating on him so much and had this collective to get to try to beat him, is because they know if he get a foothold, it ain't no comparison. It ain't.
Yeah,
It's no compare. Look, man. Look, he
yeah.
about the
Well,
game.
hold on. Let me give my dog a shout out. My man Sensei LG. Hey, I see you, dog. I see you. Man, I've been working, bro. I've been trying to look. I'm about to pay off a whole credit card this week. A whole credit card with some thousands on it. I had to work. I had to grind. Knows I got to get it. So I've been working, man, and there's so much news been coming out, and I've been trying to build my other channels. I got people trying to buy goats. I got a lot of stuff going on right now, my guy. So I've been wanting to pump out this stuff, and I'm going to an event, but it ain't really an event. I'm going to something this weekend in Atlanta. I got to be there for that. So I've been trying to line that up for this weekend and show my respects for the people that cared enough to invite me to this function that's happening in Atlanta this weekend. So I'm trying to make sure I'm there, and I've been trying to grow my other channel. So that's what's been going on, man. I've been in between spaces, but let me tell you what I see what's happening, Harold. The prime effect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, and we got to talk about this. Our old Coach Sean Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
He was the head coach of Georgia State.
Okay.
He done had a few viral moments. Him and his players warmed up for games. They doing a little crazy stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
and he ended up with a record, I think, like 77 and 79 or something like that over his tenure there, right?
Okay.
So he got their program better than what it was, but
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't. Last year, he had a winning record. He made a bowl game. And I think the program was kind of like looking at what Deion is doing. Like, look, we've been rocking with you for a long time. Yeah, you're starting to turn the corner, but it's happening too slow. We need somebody that's going to turn the corner and make us relevant. Like, nobody ain't talking about Georgia State for real.
No, Georgia State. They weren't talking about Georgia State and Georgia.
There we go. And Georgia State, I had this argument with some of my partners that Georgia State was lined up to be like if Coach Prime would have went to Georgia State instead of going to Jackson, if Georgia State would have hired Coach Prime in the heart of Atlanta, right next to Spelman, bruh, do you know how many recruits he right there in the mecca of recruits? He could have kept so many guys at home. Even like Georgia, you got to drive a little bit to get to Georgia from Atlanta.
So, dude.
Georgia State is a Uber ride away. You know what I'm saying? You can take the MARTA because it's smarter to get down out to the game. And, you know what I'm saying? So what just happened, they offered Georgia's running back coach the job for Georgia State, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's an African-American coach. He's helped Georgia bring in all these nice running backs. You know, Georgia's known as tailback U right now,
Mm-hmm.
right? So he just from what I just heard, he just took the job. They offered him the job. I was talking to some Georgia guys last night. They was like, ain't no way he's going to take that job because he make more money at Georgia. He making $1 million plus at Georgia. Georgia State salary was $850,000. No, 750,000. But if you go make it to a bowl game, it's another 25,000. If you do something else, if you win the conference, every time you win the conference, you get another year added to your contract, stuff like that. So, but he was making less money. He was going to top out at like 8 something. At Georgia, he was going to top out at $1 million something. They make the bowl games and all the perks and stuff, right? You got me?
Yeah.
So the argument for the Georgia fans was, why would he leave to go to take the Georgia State job and have to deal with all this stuff when he could just be the running back coach with Kirby and he ain't got to worry about getting fired? You know?
He's trying to move up. It's one of those things you don't want to get caught stagnant. You know, every couple of years you're supposed to be looking for the next move. It's one of those things. But then the train of thought might need to be changing now, because you get out there and you don't produce like a Dion, come out the box, you might tank your career, doing it how everybody's trying to prescribe it to be done right now. Okay, you get that head coaching job and you go, what was it, 2-9, 3-4 years in a row. You not where you gonna go?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay my house note. I'm gonna be a running back coach making $1 million.
But this is the thing. Once you become a head coach, now you can step down and be a coordinator.
You can, but having that mark, once you get that on your resume, it's a rough one to explain. Especially, but see what he's thinking before Dion, before last year, that made sense. Now,
but let me show you what I mean by the prime effect. I don't know if you understand what just happened. So with this new coach, you got another coach, an African American coach. And remember, Coach Prime, you remember when he left Jackson, he said this. He was like, look, God brought me here. And I was kind of like, man, Prime, come on, man. Come on, dog. But he was like, God brought me here to Jackson for a reason. After he was at Jackson, he was like, God done showed him another way. Like, he's here to elevate. He elevated HBCU football. He did that. Like, I just seen a thing the other day where now it's a big story coming out about how HBCUs, it's like $7 billion they didn't get that they should have got over the last like so many years, right? So they're trying to see can they get some back pay and all that. But Coach Prime put a light on all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So now all this stuff is coming to, like, Eddie George is at Tennessee. Tennessee was the first school to really take it to court and show how they owe money. So now other schools are jumping on the same bandwagon. So it's a trickle down effect. So he did what he's supposed to do for HBCUs. Now that he's going to Boulder and he's getting so much stuff going on at Colorado, it's popping like it's popping. Syracuse got well, they already had an African American coach, but they got another one, right? You got Penn State, you got Notre Dame, you got Maryland, Coach Prime at Boulder, you got the new coach now at Georgia State. You got the Foster now at UCLA. Like, you got to do the Colorado State. And it's like 2 or 3 more dudes. Like, now you see
Notre Dame got one too.
Yeah. So now you see, like, when it used to be 2 African American coaches, now it's like 10 in college football now, right?
But we got 3,000 schools though, man. So
I mean, but you got all the HBCUs. But the number has gone up. That's all I'm saying. The number has gone up. But then you look at the NFL. The NFL normally would have 1 or maybe 2, right? Now you got the Steelers, the Falcons, the darn Raiders, Tampa Bay, New England. You know what I'm saying? Now you got like hold on, what's going on? Now you got over like 10 to 15 African American coaches in college and NFL. This has never happened ever. Now it's happened right when Coach Prime said he want to go to the next level and show people that African American can coach, and we are a good option. To me, he's done that. What he said he was going to do,
Mhm.
he's done that
No, he's
already.
mm-hmm.
So at first I was like, man, Coach Prime trying to sell him. He just want to move and go get this money. But he's doing everything he said he was going to do. He has done it.
Yeah.
Right?
You got to catch up, to relate to the players, all that. What I'm trying to tell you now, the bar has been raised. X's and O's ain't just the thing no more. Putting out
Yeah.
a good winning season. Where is the ESPN game days? Where are our opportunities for endorsements, so on and so forth? Dion bringing all this in his Louis bag. So
Yeah.
now that's of them gonna have to do it in their champ sport bag and they Foot Locker bag. What you got in your bag? It ain't just being nah. You're gonna have to bring more to the table. White, black, young, old, all of that. To
Yeah, you
because
got to do more than just say the right things in the press conference now.
that ain't
You
no
got to do more than just beat your rival now.
no that ain't gonna work. The Nick Saban and I'm not no knock, but that way, that's why I think he stepped out the way, because he saw this new wave coming and he wasn't gonna be able to compete. What they call with the Riz, he ain't got the Riz,
Mhm.
got the charisma. They gonna have
And
you gonna
I was kind of feeling that too, but I heard some backstory with that too. Yeah, I heard it was some family stuff that somebody got sick. Yeah,
that's true. That's true. But
yeah.
Dion, he had a look, man. We had
Hey, could y'all hit the like button? We got 40 people in the room and we only got 5 likes.
the
Could we hit
first
the like button?
the first 6-7 weeks of college football this last year was all Dion, bro.
All the yeah.
Yeah,
Until he
first
got to his fourth loss. Until you got to the fourth loss, they were still all deal. And
look,
like one guy said, until they started putting the games on that Pac 12 network or whatever it was, that's when the numbers really fell down because people didn't really have that station.
yeah. No, that's real tough. Then see
Yeah,
that
yeah,
and a lot of people didn't bring that up either. But it was
yeah.
still, you look at YouTube numbers and other algorithms, he was
Killing
Colorado
it.
winning. So that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, it's just the chest pass. You're gonna have to do some no looks. You're gonna have to do around the back, some dribbles, some dunking. You ain't gonna, you can't get away with the way they've been doing it.
So do
But
you think well, let me hit some more Colorado news and then we'll get into this about the copycat league stuff. Because I noticed a lot of people ain't copying Coach Bryant. But
they
Coach
can't.
Bryant just hired some major key pieces this week. Where he hired another a female. I think she's a recruiting coach. I think from what I'm seeing, she's a recruiting coordinator, kind of like assistant recruiting coordinator or
Yeah.
something like that. And I noticed a trend with the SEC. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of them had nice looking female assistant or head of the recruiting. Because
Mm-hmm.
think about it, as a young man, when you get picked, you know the getting off the plane and you getting picked up at in the van, and you
Mm-hmm.
seeing the other players there and everybody going, getting your badges and all that. Most time it was a position coach coming picking y'all up, or
Yeah.
or or the trainer, somebody like that come to pick y'all up, and you like, okay, it's cool. Now when you getting in the, you got some nice perfume
Yep.
and a pretty
Yeah.
face greeting
Hey,
you.
look, that's a part of the Dion effect. We gotta compete.
Yeah, now
He had
that's a whole different
he had Brittany.
vibe when she's saying, "Look, I'm so happy to meet y'all. I can't wait to see y'all next year. We gonna have so much fun."
Look. Remember the movie? Was it The Program? Remember The Program?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
boy, Halle Berry was the one showing him around. Like, if we gonna keep it all around, like this is old hat.
yeah, yeah. Oh, he was gone. He was gone. When he see her, he was like, "Shoot,
you
ain't no
hey,
going back. Ain't no
hey,
going back."
it's just, I think now they just have an official position for it now. but it's always been going on.
Yeah. And let's say this too, though. Ladies are more efficient with sending out these little texts and
Oh yeah, they on.
emails
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
making sure everybody feel
yeah,
comfortable.
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
remember,
yeah, yeah.
I remember when people would tell me I need to have a personal assistant and all that kind of stuff. And I was working with a lady, and she was kind of like, we was business partners, but she was kind of like more of my personal assistant. And I remember she gave me like a bag of a lot of stuff, like stuff to shower with, and like different kind of like little soaps that smell like cologne. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Like,
Yeah,
what's?
we ain't even
And
think.
I feel like she was seducing me a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
They just great hosts when they get in that bag of hosts and doing that. They don't. Hey man, you can't.
Yeah, it felt like, damn, this is love. You know what I'm saying? I felt loved a little bit. You know.
Matter of
So
fact, they get somebody on the phone before you can. They love
say
you.
it again.
I said the assistant can get somebody on the phone better than you can because they love her. She remember the birthdays. She remember holidays, surgeries, all type of stuff. Field trips,
Yeah,
they sending balloons and keepsakes, just reminding of the day, all that type of stuff, man.
yeah. Well, I be look. You my dog. You and JB, and I be forgetting y'all birthday. If it wasn't for
Come on,
Facebook,
man. If it
I'll
was,
forget.
if it wasn't for Facebook, it'd be like it's around when it snows.
Yeah. Well, so I can see how these ladies being hired, how they can help out on the business end, and I also see the allure of a pretty face, dog. You like,
No,
dog. You
that.
want to be around a pretty face, dog.
It's a fact. And then I don't know if they going out on the recruiting trail. That's a nice change up in the living room too.
And talking to the mamas, you know how ladies love that they another woman come. That girl, come on, girl, yeah, and it's a lock in. Like, this my sister.
Yeah, yeah. You gonna take care of my baby? That's what that is.
So I see the chess moves he making, and I don't know if you know about I want to say his name right. I think it's Reeves, Press Reeves or something like that. He came from FAMU. He was a recruiting coordinator at FAMU, like bringing people in left and right. And I call him, because I can't remember his name like that. I call him full court press. Like, he put the press on. Like, he really bringing in guys. So the combination of Reeves and her and whoever else they already had on the staff, I think next year he finna have that class that we've been waiting on him to have, that 4
Where is this at?
or 5 stars.
That's the one they brought into. That is the dude from Fam that's at Colorado, right? Is
Yeah,
this your,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, dude? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
yeah. So this year, I think they're gonna really, if they win more than 5 games this year, and you know they got it
Look,
on the
man.
website, on the betting website, they only gonna win like 5 games.
Look, they gonna be bowl. They're gonna be bowl eligible this year.
I think they're gonna be bowl. People saying I don't think it's gonna be the Natalie, but I think it's gonna be real interesting.
Because you got to think about this.
I think we're gonna have a lot of some big wins, and I think we're gonna have a lot of close games, nail biters.
Look,
I think it's gonna be real good this year, real entertaining.
That's what them boys they got from Houston. There was a problem between Houston and Utah. But how many of them boys did they got from Alabama? How many of them boys did they get from Washington?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I think they only got one dude from Washington last year, but this is the thing I think they doing. They plucking some of these guys that went to the, because there was an underachiever in high school. They got injured in high school or something, and they went to a school like the Vandy's and the places like this, the Pitts, that people really don't watch. They plucking some of they guys that could make it to the league.
Yeah.
They plucking some of them guys and bringing them to Colorado so they can really showcase their talent. And that's the one thing I noticed when I was looking up the woman, Tyler Johnson. She, I think it's Taylor Johnson, Tyler. But when I was looking her up, I didn't see anything in Colorado. Well, she came from Texas. I didn't see anything on the net about her at Texas, right? Now she's at Colorado. I'm starting to see stuff pop up. It's the same way with a lot of these other football players. When there was the guy that's coming, Will Shepherd, that's at Vandy, he was a second leading receiver in the SEC. Nobody didn't even really know about it.
No.
Now he's at Colorado. He haven't caught a ball yet, and we know about it.
Look, bro. I saw somebody.
So this is like the grand. You know how when people go to the combine and they kind of people start saying, "Okay, who is this guy? Oh, he ran a good 40," stuff like that. That's what's starting to happen when you go to Colorado, like you at an NFL combine.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. What's going to happen is
it's like you're going in slow motion.
I don't know what's going on. I think what's
I
happening.
don't know if that's me or that's you, but it's like we going in slow motion over there. You don't know you on snail time.
You fuzzing up.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. We might have to call out, man. We might have to call back.
But so I don't know if you hear me or not right now. You ain't talking. But I'm gonna say this. One more thing I want to add. They wide receiver Coach Phillips. I didn't know he was that cold at Houston. He played with Andre Ware. Do you remember Andre Ware back in the day?
For the Atlanta Falcons in
all right, he played with Andre Ware. Remember Andre Ware broke all them records and stuff. He had a stint in the NFL and he played Canadian League, everything. Like, and he balled everywhere he went pretty much. He was just a short guy.
Okay. Hello? You can hear me? All right. Locked up.
Oh, you. Hold on, dog. Hey, jump out and come back in. Hey, jump out and come back in. Yeah. But I think our reception off though. I think is jump out and jump back in. Hold on, y'all. We having some technical difficulties right now. All right, y'all. We had some technical difficulties. Hold on. Let me get my man back in the room. If I can get him back in here. All right, here we go.
Hello?
All right, we back. Hello? Yeah. So I was saying this. The wide receiver coach they got, he was nice. He played with Andre Ware. Did his thing. He was 5'9", so he was like on the shorter end. I think he was actually shorter than 5'9". But he understood the run and shoot, all that kind of stuff. He understand how to get open. So this is what I want to see from this wide receiver coach. I want him to help two or three of these guys hit 1,000 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if we can get two or three guys to hit 1,000 yards, and that's why I put a picture of him on the video. I mean on the thumbnail, where he got like a blonde mustache or beard. His beard like a gold teeth. His dyed like blonde or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want all the wide receivers for Colorado. If you hit 1,000 yards, you dye your beard blonde. If that's like the hallmark, like if you that's the stamp. If you get to 1,000, you dye your beard like the Odell Beckham. Remember he had the mohawk?
No, we don't. We're not no Odell
I
Beckham
want them
talking.
boys to.
No, we don't. We're not no Odell Beckham talking.
Start hating. He got Kim K right now. Start hating. Start hating. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate on Odell right now. He got Kim K and he got a Super Bowl ring. And he got a bad baby mama. Everything right. Everything is right. Everything lining up. But I want them dudes, if they hit 1,000 yards, because I think he hit 1,000 yards twice, but I know he led the league, he led college football twice in receiving yards, 2 times back to back. So he got the work ethic. He know how to put guys in position. Great. Just like how we got Coach Prime on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Him on offense with these wide receivers, get these guys to maximize their potential. I think that's why Coach Prime brought him back. And with the quarterback coach that they paying, the quarterback guru or whatever they call that guy, you know the guy that works with Shador.
Okay.
He's working with the taller quarterback now. And see, I think with this money that Coach Prime is gonna be able to raise
Mm-hmm.
from this party with the alums or the well-to-do in Colorado
Mm-hmm.
after the spring game, I think some of this money can go to paying this guy. So now he's not just working with Shador, he's working with the quarterbacks.
But see,
You
I don't
understand what I'm saying?
feel structured, but if the way it
You
looks like
freezing on me today, dog. Why every time we get on this app, you start freezing on me on the Big Tiger?
I don't know what it is.
Look,
hey man, we just do it.
Hey y'all, we gonna have to cut this because it's acting crazy on us.
But see,
go ahead.
I don't. No, you got it. Feel structured is the way it looks like. I don't know. No, man, we just do it. Yeah. No, you got it.
I can't hear you. All right, you back now.
Nah, I can't. Hey, man.
Can you hear me, Harold?
Yeah, I can hear you, but hey, the powers that you don't. Great. We're gonna check out.
They don't want us to be great, dog. They hating on us today, dog. But I'm telling y'all, we done had 2 lives. We ain't had no issues. Now we on here and we got issues like crazy.
All day long.
But hey, let me do this real quick. Let me answer some of these questions before we get out of here. Yeah, you're right. Coach Prime understand Diggs. Coach Prime understand that he can't compete with these big schools with money. That's why he's trying to have these extra parties and stuff to raise capital. But these other schools can't compete with him with just the spotlight. They can't be prime time. And once he get all these endorsement deals and stuff in order,
it's a wrap.
The money gonna be as long. So the money coming.
Yeah.
The money and that star, like, Rick Ross' son just signed with Bethune-Cookman. I ain't understand that. So I don't know if he if he a 2-star, 5-star, 3-star, I don't know. But it felt like he should have came to Colorado just to go. Just to be on the team. Just to walk on. Let me see.
Let that man be.
I'm trying to look at some of these folks. Uh, but so I'm gonna wrap this up, man. And say Colorado is on his. Oh, dang! I forgot the big thing we supposed to talk about. You heard about the D lineman? What's his name? Bishop.
No.
He got kicked off the team indefinitely.
Oh wow.
So Bishop was the guy. Now this is when I knew something was special with Bishop. When I knew something was a little off. He was the guy that came from Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
That he was like scout team. I don't know whatever award that is for being a scout team of the year player. He got that at Florida State, but he wasn't getting playing time.
Mm-hmm.
He left Florida State, came to Colorado, and he was the guy that kind of set the tone against TSU when he pancaked that linebacker on the goal line. You know, he was versatile where he was D lineman, but they could put him in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
They could do a lot of stuff with him. He was running out on kickoff. That's the last play I remember him hitting somebody on kickoff, laying somebody out. And we was like, that's a 300-pounder running out on kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
He got different kind of ability, you know. So we thought he was going to have this big breakout year this year. Then I heard he got into a fight. I don't know if he got into a fight with his own teammate or he got a fight with somebody off campus or a student. I don't know. This is what I heard. Allegedly, he got into some kind of altercation with somebody. Mm-hmm. And so he got suspended. But they were saying his name was still on the roster for the Colorado, like the spring game. So mm-hmm. Like, okay, he's still on the roster. But as of today, it's official. He is no longer with the team.
Okay.
No longer with the team. And just explain to the people how we see this all the time. It's always a guy with super talent that just cannot keep themselves in line. Like, why do you think this is? Why is it?
They just wired. They just wired. They live in the fast. They can't see past the code. That's just how it is. Most cats. It just worked like that. Man. I can't really. Honestly, but I know him. And you're going to continue to have it. This is how the world works.
Yeah. I don't understand it, bro. It's just, I can't put my... Because you can have guys, if they got a little bit of talent, like, damn, this dude nice, then they'll just go left.
Mm-hmm. Some people just...
Now I see, once you give a guy a second chance, if you got to get to the second chance, you might as well write him off.
I ain't going to say that. Because there's some things that can happen. But then there's people who just, you know, the juice ain't working. So, you got to let them go.
Well, I'm going to say this right here. When a person that loves the game, but they got purpose, when they mess up one time, they be like, oh, I almost messed up. Let me keep my nose clean. Now, something else might happen with some fluky stuff like wrong place, wrong time. But most of these guys, they can get a warning and then they back in trouble again. And like I was watching the video, one guy said a coach was talking to him, and then he said something to him like, damn, who you think you are, my fucking daddy? Like, a coach trying to coach you and you saying who you think you are, my fucking daddy? Like, once you get that kind of stuff, that's like, okay, it's time to move on.
Yep.
And, but when I seen the sign when he had his tooth was missing, and they were talking about getting his tooth fixed, and he was like, nah, he kind of like it like that. That's his. Oh, I knew it. I knew right then. I said, uh-oh.
Hey, another one bites the dust. But you know, I think. But then you gotta think about it. Somebody said that it looked like he strength and conditioning coach and came at him. I could, especially if you're an athlete like that, he could probably dunk a basketball, do flips, all type of stuff. So ain't nobody really checked or been able to check. So now it's like you not you we can bring somebody else up. Matter of fact, you be by yourself. I can see that.
And the strength and conditioning coach, they working you. Like you ain't really getting no applause in the weight room. It's just you working trying to get better, and like that shit. That's when they say.
You know what's so funny? He might not be a weight type dude.
A lot of them are not. A lot of talented guys are not weight room kind of guys.
I'm talking about like he might not be just like the weight room, but his natural strength and what he can do don't transfer. You know what I'm saying? So he might I've seen cats 150, 200, 225, 200, but it'd be a monster on the field. But you got a coach, a strength and conditioning coach coming at you a certain way. He already feeling some type of way. But these cats can't mess. So I can see that happening.
I mean, and it was the same way with Julius Peppers and Allen Iverson. They didn't really like to work out like that. That's why we had the whole thing about the practice. Julius Peppers used to pour water on his shirt to make it seem like he was working out, like he was sweating, and cause they didn't want to work out for real. But they say fatigue make cowards of us all. So when you start to get real tired like that, and some guys just don't want to put in that kind of work. But also, it is what it is.
But also okay. To be fair, when he start asking, how does this really work? It ain't helping. I'm still better than these dudes that are in this street. Help me understand why am I doing it? Because let's say I wasn't a power clean Olympic lifter type. Like snatch, clean, all that type of stuff. But you can't tell me I couldn't do what I did on the because I can't do no hurt.
I feel that. And it's it is what it is, man. Some coaches once they get their standard in their head, if you don't do it this way, you can't play on our team.
Now you got this coordinator that's you crazy. You know how they do. They get whistle out. What?
Yeah.
Real fast.
Yeah, now they trying to make you overexert yourself to prove a point now.
No, they try. Well, not overexert you. They act crazy. Now they might have got more out of you, but they coming at you like you a stuff. And now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now you get in your feelings, and now it's like, okay, it's us. It's like they the ops now instead of you, my coach.
Yeah. Because now, he might feel something. He like any other coach. He got cash coming in early, all other stuff. And Buddy might be best just getting out the bed. He feels some type of that your athletic can't coach. He can't take no credit for that. You know what I'm saying? So how he keeps on? Because they know that you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's the Lawrence Taylor effect. Like Lawrence Taylor didn't have to do all that, but he was still a dog.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. But look, we're gonna wrap this because they saying we got an echo. I see it's messing up.
Yeah.
But hey, appreciate you, Doc. And all right. We're gonna keep it going.
Yep. One.
All right, one. Hey y'all, sorry about the echo. I don't know what it is. When me and Harold do our other shows, it's good. We did some test runs on my other channel, and everything was good. Now when we do the Colorado videos, it start messing up. And I really want Harold on my stuff because Harold plays some pro ball and stuff. So he got a different perspective than a lot of people. He went to a lot of different schools. He got the kind of crazy treatment sometimes because he didn't have the size that everybody wanted him to have, but he still had the ability and he could do stuff that other big dudes couldn't do. So he done seen it from both sides of the fence, from being an all-star and still not getting recruited to once you play against these guys, you're supposed to be NFL prospects. He got the best of them, and they still was kind of like, we fucking with you, but we can't say we fucking with you. So he see it from a different perspective. So that's why I try to bring him on. Um, but I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna try to go live 2 more times this weekend. I'm gonna be in Atlanta. I should have good service, and I got some more guys that we gonna talk about some different subjects, but we gonna keep it Colorado, but we gonna throw some other stuff in. I'm gonna be around some Georgia Bulldog folks, some Atlanta Falcon folks, so we gonna talk about a lot of that stuff this weekend. But me and DJ Promo, we both went live last night. I got into a lot of like just work stuff. I couldn't go live. DJ Promo been working his butt off too, so he haven't been able to go live. But hopefully this weekend we gonna come together and do a live for y'all. And D say we've been out here in the streets. She called us out on one of the videos, so we got to get on. Hopefully we're gonna get on tonight, and we're gonna talk about a lot of this stuff. We got some recruits we need to talk about, some targets and stuff that we looking at. We need to talk about. So I'm ready for it, and I'm really ready for the spring game, y'all. Spring game week, I'm going live like all the time. I want to try to find me a place where I can go live the whole spring game, so we can talk about what we seeing and all that. But y'all keep rocking with me, man. It's gonna get better. We on the road to what 8,000 now, 8,000. So we'll get there, y'all. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Go on.